Now I gotta do Bills and Jags. I'm so looking forward to the Bills and Jags tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to that game more than Carolina and New Orleans. Because I heard that a shit ton of Bills fans are going down.
Really?
Like, you know how the Jaguars have trouble selling tickets anyway. They said Bills fans have bought shit tons of tickets and are coming.
Oh, God.
I hope it's like a fucking Bills home game, but like in Jacksonville. How can you not get excited for the Bills? I mean, good grief, it's been 1999. Let me make sure my fucking mic's on. How can you not get excited? Hey. That's all I needed to hear. Oh, yeah. Love when Tourette's guy makes his son laugh. Remember that fat wrestler in the 1980s named Dusty Rhodes? Man, he was a piece of shit. His son starts laughing so hard he drops the camera. Welcome back to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. I was sleepy as fuck yesterday.
Of the NFL. Currently, the Saints in control of the football as we resume the action in quarter number 2.
Fuck, we got to halftime. Oh, yeah. Panthers scored a bullshit touchdown with Greg Olsen. But Super Luke has it stripped and intercepted and killed a guy on the same play in a while, so. And it's halftime.
So it's halftime here in New Orleans.
I waited till after the halftime show to say cut the game off and then come back and finish it today.
For our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. First,
congratulations, you guys get to see stats. Although on the previous video there were highlights. So the Saints are only up by 2 despite almost doubling the Panthers in total yards.
They'll need to be at their best now to
and dominating time of possession. They've been doing the Falcons thing. They kick a lot of field goals. If we start settling for field goals early, I'm going to have a goddamn heart attack.
All right, LR, thank you, my man.
We're about 2 hours away from the first game.
Set for the second half.
Tennessee at Kansas Titty. The Tennessee Titans and the Kansas Titty Chiefs. Sean Payton looks like Steve-O. He really did. I stand by that statement. Yeah. There was only a way we could drop a nuke on the stadium during this game
teams
tomorrow.
have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return.
Fozzie, he was with the Muppets
here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25
before he was in the NFL.
24-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here.
If I was a little kid and had Madden, this is all I would do with 15 games. That's all I would do. I didn't start playing Madden until I was like 15 now.
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well.
And even then I thought it was like, oh, you can sim games if you want.
Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On first down, it's Newton. Free. The collision
they gave that guy number 19 for a reason. He's just like Ted Ginn.
Hey, sidestep for a second. Week
Probably
15,
like did
Raiders, Cowboys. I know you saw that crazy first down measurement. Very, very controversial.
Look, it didn't pass the eye test, and what I mean by that is when they put the ball down and brought the chains out.
That was literally too close to call, though. It was really that close, that first down, in the Oakland-Dallas game.
Everyone eyeing it, looking at it. It's about making sure the posts are
it's a false start on Carolina. There's a lot of false starts on the AI now.
I mean, everything was going on in the discussion. And finally, Gene Steratore, the referee, pulls an index card out of his back pocket to slide it between the football and the marker and signals first down. Now, we haven't seen that since, what, Bill Vinovich?
Yeah.
Was that 2013?
2013.
It's not an everyday occurrence, no. But you do what you have to do to get the job done. So, anyone wants to put a computer chip in the football? This is a great time to
I
bring
said
that
last night
idea
that was
back.
my idea.
Jack Del Rio might want to put a chip in the football.
No doubt.
To throw on second down.
Everybody makes fun of NASCAR, but they have
And
a
this
fun
time he's
story.
got the hook up. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
What kind of
Not a
uniforms
big
do those
window
dudes
to
wear?
throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him
They're pretty
under
cool.
wraps
They
pretty
look like
well,
Clemson.
but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Did Luke Kuechly touch him?
Out of the gun, Newton.
Pan's gonna run. Nope.
Oh, he can't hang on to it.
Intercept that stupid AI.
They would have loved
Catches
the
one
first
with his
pick of the
ass in
game
real
there,
life,
but
and he
at
can't
least
catch one that hits
does
him right in
get
the hands of the
4th
game.
down.
Oh, man, that was close.
Steve-O.
The
Yeah,
opportunity
dude.
to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands. Unable to come down with it.
A sigh
Oh,
of relief,
nice.
no doubt on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Michael Pilardi now.
It's
He's
a
been
fake.
terrific so far.
If they're near midfield on short yardage, you got to be careful with the AI. In this situation, they
He
really
gets
have
this
to
one
worry.
away, and boy, it's another boomer.
That same tackle animation put in Madden for like 7 years.
50 yards on the punt,
That one.
3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Probably longer.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add the lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now a play fake here on first down.
Ooh, right in the flat. Super Luke makes the tackle. Because he didn't make him fumble. So as soon as I saw Luke coming out of us, here comes the fumble.
So much goes
He starts to come, and then he pulls out. Shout out to Court Hazen.
play action there, freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free down.
Today we get John Gruden and Sean McDonough, Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth. Tomorrow we get Tony Romo and Jim Nantz and Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. Yeah, and I like them. I like Troy a lot. It's just Joe Buck's retarded, I think. Disgusting act by Randy Moss. He didn't even do anything. He didn't really mean these people.
First down, Breeze.
Ooh. Oh, Super Luke forced the incompletion.
Got hit. Ball pops out.
He starts to come and then he pulls out.
Hey,
Play
with
that
this
clip.
window, two teams that we've been talking about
Just
this
so
year
people know what the hell I'm talking
really
about.
deserve discussion and more discussion as we continue to go. How about the Rams and the Jags and the turnarounds that they've had?
I'm so excited for Rams Jags. That's going to be lit.
But this time the Redskins put a spy on Dak Prescott. He starts to come and then he pulls out, and his eyes are just locked. He starts to come and then he pulls out. He starts to come and then he pulls out. He starts to come and then he pulls out. He starts to come and then he pulls out. He starts to come and then he pulls out. He starts to come and then he pulls out. He starts to come and then he pulls out. He starts to come and then he pulls out. He starts to come and then he pulls out. He starts to come and then he pulls out. He starts to come and then he pulls out. He starts to come and then he pulls out.
That defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get him into the right defense.
He starts to come first down.
How about that finish?
Oh, no, it was dropped.
The completion there winds
Thomas
up
Davis.
a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category
Yeah.
of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball.
Saints
just
have got to
didn't work
start
on that
finishing
one.
drives.
Completed it. No yardage. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
He starts to come and then he pulls out. Morstead's a good punter. Doesn't get much practice anymore. Oh! Madden's gotten better about that in the past every time that ball would have bounced in the end zone. While he punted it, but the ball was doing a spiral. You see that?
Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know.
I've mentioned this before, but you know what really pissed me off about the Super Bowl? That's how awesome it was, and that I couldn't enjoy it. Oh man, I wish this was any other team that this happened to, because that would be amazing.
This is Stewart on first. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1 yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
I'd give up a Super Bowl berth just to watch the Cowboys and the Vikings and the Eagles fuck up.
No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
I smell a safety.
Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a
Starts to come and then he pulls out. Hope that suicidal fan up in the upper deck that we saw last night is okay. That was so weird.
He's a big part of their offense.
The Panthers
we need to have an empty stadium game like I had that one time since the glitch. No people in the crowd. It was just for like 2 plays. I can't remember if I ever took a video of it or not. Everybody has to stand outside and watch on a big screen. You can go to the Super Bowl and hang out outside and they show it. Yeah. I don't know how expensive Super Bowl tickets are. We can go next year. In Atlanta. Man, I want to go so bad now that I think about it.
For the 5th time here today.
I'm probably going to get dragged to another Panthers game. I'll look at their home games. They play Dallas next year.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one
I have a
away.
reason to cheer for the Cowboys for once.
Here's Ginn.
That was a pretty good punt, all things considered.
Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story. It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions.
One time I'm kind of cheering for you, Mario. You're probably going to let me down.
Kind of a bus driving game. That's just really wrong.
Which is why I go, teams I hate, if I have to cheer for them for any reason, they fuck up.
Because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Keep pounding. Up fake draw. Goes nowhere.
And once again,
well, it wasn't super loop or Thomas Davis.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big
Star
boys down there in the trenches in a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
It's all that crack. Cocaine.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. He finds Coleman.
Hey.
He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
But Super Luke touched him. Why didn't we drop it?
To convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync,
playing off one bot game or two just to pass the time.
Oh! And it pops free. The collision
Super Luke read that all the way.
Brings up second down.
Yeah.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look to the defense for shutting
Cameron's
down
been
on
blinded
that
by
play.
T.
Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more. In
If I'm a wrestler, that's my gimmick. I'm gonna spit tea in people's faces.
Breeze will try again on second down.
Oh, come on, Breezes.
But it's incomplete. The target
That's
that
gonna be the
time,
name of
Michael
my rap
Thomas.
album.
And it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Saints on third down. They've converted 5 times, and they're big chances
I know
thus
how
far.
women feel.
This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze.
Madden, you're full of shit.
Thrown incomplete.
Yeah, 52-yard field goal.
When I watched
Probably.
that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Big day today.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt.
It's short.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good.
Come on, Will Lutz is better than that. I call bullshit.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of
It's
stats.
8, so I can't stop coughing. I don't know
like
why
you're
my
driving.
fucking throat
Hands at
feels
10
weird
and
after I
2,
eat.
Alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh.
And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
This game is starting to turn in favor of Carolina. Has since the end of the first half.
Now Stewart on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Sirloin steak? What the fuck is he talking about? I had sirloin last night.
He is
Not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
How about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4
Is it a
of you
steak
to
or a
take a guy
tree? I
like
can't
that
figure it
down.
out.
Well,
Make
that's
up your
for
mind.
sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And some room to roam now. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
I thought he said he was one big carry away from busting a nut.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, Newton.
Interception. Oh, what the fuck?
Into the end zone, touchdown, Carolina.
Boy, they wish Greg Olsen would have a game like this tomorrow.
Red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Gano now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
I'm still thirsty, but I'm going to wait until this game's over. Damn. I didn't have anything to drink from like last night at dinner time until like this afternoon. I tried to sleep as late as I could to avoid getting up and having to be thirsty all day.
Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's not to lean on that guy right now.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
On second down, Ingram. And not a whole lot doing there. So get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. From the gun, it's Brees.
Good protection, and Jesus Christ. You've got to get out of the pocket and get rid of that.
Taken down. Charles Johnson in there
Bullshit.
to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. But pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners that gave up a lot of big plays.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24.
Really?
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far.
Then the 2 for 8 on 3rd down is somehow winning.
From the gun, here's Newton.
Jordan.
Funchess has it complete.
That's going to be close.
Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down.
Damn it.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Stewart on the counter. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Another run for Stewart.
Oh, my God. Well, at least he stumbled.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a
Makes
modest
another
gain.
easy 3rd down.
5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Newton.
He did what I do on Madden. Oh, 3rd and 3. Have everybody go deep and have one crossing pattern.
Thanks to a flashy little spin move. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep
Not that I
guy,
need it.
and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Newton gives off to Stewart.
He's hurt. Please tell me it's Cam.
Now a handoff here to his running
my
back.
God.
And inside the 20
Yeah, I feel like this
before it's
game's going
brought down.
in a
And
certain
nice
direction
carry
that I'm not
there,
okay
15
with.
yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
He dropped it.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Newton turns and hands to Stewart.
Oh, come on. It's Jonathan Stewart, for fuck's sake.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue.
The Saints are on the
this
verge of getting
already
their ass
strong
kicked here.
drive.
Yep.
1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall.
It's like when Austin Powers got thawed out.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Season, like the one-off season
Back now here live in New Orleans.
I think it was
It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
All these chicks were like, I don't know who that guy is.
What about when they went to see Twilight?
We get the homeless dude to die.
Creepy. He got infected or something.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
I really like whenever I put him in the battle house.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them
You're
here.
smart football.
So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 2nd
He's going to run. Oh, nope.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Newton to throw.
Damn it.
That's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess from 6
Well, the
yards
Saints certainly have a steep hill to
and
climb.
The Panthers add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
Greg Olsen was out here mossing people while you were taking a dump.
In this case, a slant route.
Even though he ain't done shit in like 2 months.
In this amount of time, I think it was a
Because he's still injured, I'm pretty sure. He's not the great tight end he once was.
Got inside for the catch and the score. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
Fuck. The fuck? You're supposed to eat ass, not suck ass.
Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Fumble. Now he doesn't even get to the fucking point.
It's going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Out on the street.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs. And hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze.
And they pay the cross.
Over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Madden was weird. The Falcon
This
simulation,
drive's gotta be
often people had up to
touchdown or bust
100
'cause you need
yards.
2 of them.
And if I'm the
And this
offensive
one,
play
Josh
caller,
Hill's close
I'm
to
not just
100.
looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze.
Terrible play.
Looking left sideline.
Plus the AI make these
He was
throws that don't
trying to
make any
get
sense.
Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the
He
ground.
starts to come and then he pulls out. The girl in the Dave Chappelle special asked if she could use his vape thing. He was vaping on stage. Can I use that? And he goes, like, look at my vape thing. He's like, yeah. And he goes, sorry, ma'am, I'm trying to not get hurt.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
I'm sorry, but NFL is so lame when they make this kind of shit. So fucking lame.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, it's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the
oh, wow, Kamara with the spin move.
Athleticism on this spin.
We gotta do my pick'ems.
To pick up the first before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with
Oh,
him.
yeah, I gotta
We've seen it
sign
too
in
many
again.
times.
Fuck. Computer. Remember me. I gotta sign into my Gmail account too. Because I deleted everything after signing into everything again. Jesus, Breeze. Okay, I'm taking the Chiefs, the Falcons, the Bills, and the Saints. The Bills have 2010 Seahawks written all over them.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Last year I was undefeated in the playoffs, all but one game. Last year's playoffs were a little too predictable. Considering there were only like 3 close games. Cowboys, Packers, Steelers, Chiefs, and the Super Bowl.
Breeze to throw on second down.
Who knows what's going to happen this year.
That's Hill.
We'll find out in about an hour and a half.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. All the yards, completions,
Batman cam. You see how the camera is tilted? That does make shit look more epic when they put the camera tilted.
To be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion. Beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors.
Down. Come on, son.
Really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
Toward the side,
nice.
He will have the first down. Good
first
catch.
down.
He was able to keep the feet in bounds. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though,
my sister broke her arm in dance class at Cotton Eye Joe.
And conserve as much as possible.
I believe that was the song that was playing. Yeah. I want to dance. Offsides. Bullshit. Charles Johnson jumped out of the neutral zone. Oh, Tommy Lee Lewis. Look at Kuechly going for the strips.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Slam route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise.
We need rain for offline bots.
The same catch radius with the bigger
Makes no sense if there is no rain in offline bots. Oh.
Now Breeze again.
Run, Drew. Drew.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do stop.
First and goal.
He takes it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I can't remember if I still haven't played the Shelly, I don't think. Love in this game when they run into pylon cam, they're kind of like...
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll look to run.
Of course.
And this one will wind up
run
with
went nowhere, loss of 2.
Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do
Dylan
it there.
coming to hang out
It'll be
today.
interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And this seemingly endless drive continues. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
Fuck this game.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still second down.
What's the over-under on a team getting screwed this weekend? It's the playoffs, though. They tend to let that play out a little more. Unless you're the Lions. But they did make up for it in Green Bay the next week.
And again, it's
They ran it through.
trying to run inside, but
AI.
nothing there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
He's got to grab the
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he can't quite pick it.
Bullshit.
No interception so far. That probably should have been
What
their
a story,
first,
Mark.
but at least it's 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt.
Hey, he is.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Well, Bob, the story of this game was missed opportunities for the Saints.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to
If
yourself,
Rob Parker sucked Cam Newton's balls
you don't
today.
go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Put the gas in. I think I put that on right.
Jonathan Stewart, his 20th carry.
Damn.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Saints are running out of time.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Suddenly, Jonathan Stewart is Emmitt Smith.
Play now because they've got the advantage. They've got
I love
the
sports
football.
shit no one says. They can find the
They've got to be very
Panthers Twitter
careful
account
about
saying,
what speed
every retweet is a vote for Jonathan Stewart to the Pro Bowl. Hashtag Pro Bowl, Jonathan Stewart. Hashtag, they just keep putting the same thing over and over. It's in sports shit no one says. Vote Jonathan Stewart to the Pro Bowl.
When you really want to go at a nice, slow,
He had a terrible year.
I am speechless. I am without speech. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 7 yards there, good enough
Yeah,
to
those
move
are.
the sticks.
There seems to be a lot of pocket knives in these camps
Another
lately.
nice pick up through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
I put the battery.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. A dump off here to Stewart. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Oh, Jason, I start putting crap like this. Nobody would ever think.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down.
Dylan said probably not. I said, well, fuck you then.
Handoff comes to Stewart. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead.
Third and
they want to keep
2.
it on the ground.
This
That's
could
what
be
they're doing.
all right here.
Smart football.
The Saints
Keep
are
the
running
clock
out of
grinding,
time.
Keep it going.
Please don't let this game go like this Sunday. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. I hate both of them. I'm so conflicted.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg.
Oh, come on.
Shepard complete over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter
Alex
whether they
Smith's going to
scouted
throw
it or
today's
did they
game
think he's
Neil
going to get the
O'Donnell
ball.
style.
He has a
Because
knack
he's
for
pissed about
finding his
Chiefs saying
way
the trade
open
him.
and completing the connection.
There was like conspiracy theories back in the day that Neil O'Donnell threw that Super Bowl against the Cowboys. Yeah. The Steelers. The one where Coward did the onside kick,
So
got the ball back, down by 2 scores, and throws another fucking interception right after.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
The old conspiracy theory. Let me Google that,
Able to
actually.
push his way forward here for a good little gain. And given 4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
The reason people thought Neil O'Donnell threw the Super Bowl is because if you look at all his picks in that game, they just make no sense. There's nobody near Larry Brown. He literally was just like...
Carolina eating some clock on the ground there.
Was Neil O'Donnell paid off after Super Bowl 30? Looking back on Super Bowl vids back in the day, Neil O'Donnell threw 2 picks with no one around.
Line, they could move people in the run game. Jonathan Stewart running it. Of course, Big Cam Newton could be a short yardage guy. And remember, their head coach, Ron Rivera, a defensive guy. They love to run the football.
Damn it, Saints. This game's over. Oh, that's pass behind. Yeah. Illegal forward pass.
He's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Story about Neil O'Donnell. He picked up some Southern chick near a game when he played in the South. He told me he got crabs so bad that he had to get the guys in the huddle to surround him just so he could scratch his nuts during the game.
Oh, please, Jason, keep wasting
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settled for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Neil O'Donnell threw 2 picks so bad people thought it had to be fixed.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we'll see what Michael
official
Thomas
sponsor
and
of the Kansas City Chiefs
offense
playoffs.
has in store here. And I know that they've done it a
The nut
couple
weighs
times,
it's
but
94.
not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll
Except
see
when they
how
got
they
lucky and played the
adjust.
shitty
And when
Texans.
they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
I got stuck there for a second.
On first down, Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And
They're no huddle.
just short of the 45.
They're not going no
44.
huddle.
And 15 yards there on the catch and run. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Pride and love said.
From the gun, it's Breeze.
Oh, now the Saints can move the fucking ball. We don't have time to do anything.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of it, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Over the middle.
Where was this the last quarter?
And brought down, but able to get
They're not going to have enough time to do anything. And they're not going no huddle either.
First down.
Yeah.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards
Oh, they're
passing
stupid to do what the coach tells you.
That, and it means you really didn't miss
Hey,
opportunities.
water boy.
Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch.
Titans haven't won a home playoff game since '94.
I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Brought in left side by Snead.
Oh, you got out of bounds. There you go.
Nice plays, 12 yards that
Stops the
time,
clock.
First down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make
There
sure
was
they
a lot of
have a chance
LSU
to
people
win
playing
ball
this
game.
weekend. Benny Logan, Dylan Gordon, Spencer Ware, Deion Jones, Terrence McGee, Duke Riley, Delvin Breaux, Russell Shepard, Trey Turner, Leonard Fournette,
First down and 10 now for the offense.
Andrew Whitworth, Tre'Davious White, Kyle Williams.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Over the
Oh,
middle.
touchdown Saints and before the 2-minute warning.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas.
He's got rage at this
Second
point.
touchdown of the afternoon.
He got
And the
rage.
Saints are back within a score. Coming into the year, Breeze 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game. He made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since.
Saints could have a chance.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
I believe in miracles. You sexy thing.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
And what Naomi's entrance music.
This will be taken in at the 1. And oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 19.
What you doing? You're the only one left, right?
Yeah.
And the Panthers coming out now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a
Keep your
really
guard
long
up
field
within
goal to
doors.
do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
I'm willing to go out on a limb and pick the Bills. You got to think there's one game this weekend that's just not going to be the way we think.
Out of the pistol, Stewart. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Why didn't the Saints call timeout there? They're going to let the 2-minute warning hit and start burning timeout.
Time for a break.
I believe
We'll
in
come back for the
miracles.
electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Seven yards to go on 2nd down. This is Stewart again. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
That Jason, yeah, I got too focused on trying to kill Milwaukee, but I didn't notice 2 people escaped, so he just sat there and trolled me.
The Rumble is the week after the championship games and the week before the Super Bowl.
Hey, that's perfect timing.
Yeah. It usually works out like that,
And
but
the
every
defense
now and then it
searches
winds
for
up
one
same
more
day as the
stop
championship
here
games.
after the run on 2nd down.
Yeah.
But they've been blowouts in the show.
Actually, that year before last it was.
They'll try and run it. Here's
Oh, come on,
Stewart.
Saints.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout
They knew they were going to run it.
defensively. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
Well, I'm afraid to say that the Saints are fucked. Yeah. I know what fucking hurt my shit, Charles. He won't make any noise, is he? Said no one ever.
Now a handoff. This is Stewart.
Fumbled a lot and not
This
done
one up to
anything.
about the 38. And now we're going to get a
That
timeout
spot's
here
been charged
called
shit
by
even
the
though it's completely
defense.
off.
That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Poor Coach
The
Steve-O.
defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set
On the
as we
Jackass
resume
24
play.
hour special, they went back to Mianus. Little Mianus, Connecticut. Bam's at their telescope and we mentioned, hey Bam, what are you doing? Trying to see if I could see your anus from my anus. That's the hardest I've ever heard Chris Pontius laugh.
5
He was
yards
like,
left for the offense. It's 2nd down.
Tried to see if I could see your anus from my anus.
Here's Stewart.
I love that 24 hour. I watched that. I was sick. It was my birthday, and I laid in bed and I watched the Jackass Takeover. I got Burnout Paradise that day too. I remember. My 14th birthday. I laid in bed. My mom came and picked me up. Took me birthday shopping.
Person at the vote, I'm coming.
The Saints with an
I'm
extra
right here.
defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey.
Wow.
And he's got the first down
Panthers
yardage
win.
as he brings this up to the 47. It's a gain of 8 there, and
At least
that
it's not the
should
real
be
game.
enough to seal the victory.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Saints go out with a whimper. Victory formation. And it's done.
This one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee.
So according to Madden,
What are you doing?
helping Jason maybe?
Are you helping Jason or some shit?
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to
Titans
click.
lost
And you know,
31-13.
people
The
love this
Rams
game.
won
They also
24-20.
love
And the
baseball
Panthers won
games at
31-26.
14-11.
I only got one game left to do.
Mixed in.
See if Madden disagrees. The almighty Madden has spoken.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
The VWMK4 person is the one that ran it off the way for some reason.
That's that.